Alrighty, boys, welcome to a brand new one. Today we'll be taking a look at another team, City Kickboxing. Of course, with City Kickboxing, you've got Carlos Ulberg in the light heavyweight division. You've got Israel Mobolaji Temitayo in the middleweight division. Now, I'm not quite sure if I also want to include Robert Whitaker in there because, you know, we've seen Robert Whitaker training with the City Kickboxing guys recently, you know, squashed his beef with Israel, which, by the way, I admire Israel so much for squashing all these beefs. Right? Squashed his beef with Alex Pereira, squashed his beef with John Jones, squashed his beef with Sean Strickland, squashed his beef with Dricus du Plessis, and then, of course, squashed his beef with Robert Whitaker. He's literally gone. He's made the rounds, and he's like cool with every single person he's had a rivalry with. And to me, that's like such a commendable and admirable thing to do as a man. I can't admire him more for doing that. So it's something that I hope that I can mature enough to do at some point. You know what I mean? Even though there's some people right now that I was going to say the F word. Some people that I don't mess with that I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to mess with them. Anyways, so yeah, we've got Carlos in the light heavyweight division. You've got Israel in the middleweight division. You guys let me know if you want me to include Robert Whitaker. I probably won't, just because he hasn't been with the team for that long. And then in the lightweight division, you've got Dan Hooker. And then in the flyweight division, you have Kai Kara France. I know they have other guys on their team, but they're actually not in the UFC, in EA Sports UFC at the moment. So I can't use every single one of them. So this will be our lineup for now. So the very first fight you guys are going to watch right now, it's the light heavyweight division, middleweight division. So we should be able to, get fights here. So I'm going to do Carlos and I'm going to do Israel, and I might add in Rob. I don't know. After I'm done with this episode, if you guys really want me to include Robert Whitaker, we'll go back and we'll include Robert Whitaker. So yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you guys are excited for this one. I'm a fan of City Kickboxing, man. Even though they're not on top right now, man. They're not doing too good, but it's a fantastic team. I enjoy what they do over there. So let's go right ahead and get some matches in. Alrighty, boys, here we go. City Kickboxing. City Kickboxing. Starting things off with Carlos Ulberg in the light heavyweight division, facing Daniel Cormier. After Carlos, we're going to take a look at Israel Mobolaji Temitayo Dunayo Adesanya. Yeah, so as we spoke about in the intro, of course, with City Kickboxing, you're taking a look at Carlos Ulberg in the light heavyweight division. You've got Israel in the middleweight division. The one name that I'm still considering on if we're going to include him or not the body, here we go. The one name we're still considering if we're going to include him or not is Robert Whitaker. No. Nope. Fake that and the real one. Get out of here. I love when they take me down and I just get right back up. I like that. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I saw he picked DC and I still went with Carlos. Like, who cares? He is falling right into this block counter every time, though. I don't know. It's like this guy doesn't know what a block counter is, which is very, very interesting. It's like, yeah, I get very confused with some of these players. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Don't you know what a block counter is, boy? Hey. Like, I feel like if you've played this game up until this point to where, like, you're actually matching up with, with me, I'm in Division 20, and you're matching up with Division 20s, and maybe you're Division 20 yourself, you should absolutely know about the block counter. Like, it's like, come on, man. It's not a secret anymore. Everybody should know what the block counter is. You should know when you're getting hit by it. You should already know the situations where you can get hit by it. Like he's going to do it again because clearly he doesn't really know. Look, like right here. Like, what is this? What are you doing? Oh, he tried to pull back there. All right, so maybe he's actually trying to pull but he's doing it very slow. He's doing it very slow and still getting caught with the counter. So I'm thinking about Robert Whittaker, including Robert Whittaker in the City Kickboxing guys. No, not anymore. Because, I mean, recently, Robert Whittaker was looking for a new place to train. And, you know, he said Israel and their team, they're literally right there, so why not? And he's been training with Israel, if I remember correctly. So, fascinating stuff. They went from not being close, from being rivalries to, you know, being friends, being teammates, training partners, breaking bread together. And I'll say, man, stuff like that, I love stuff like that. I really, this dude is going to get doctor stopped. I'm telling you guys right now, this damage I'm seeing right now, he's going to get doctor stopped. If he keeps getting hit in the same exact area, it's only a matter of time before he gets doctor stopped. Unless I stop him, unless I finish him first. But that cut is looking horrendously bad right now. Thank you. You know, I have a lot of respect for Israel because of that. I don't know if there's any other fighter who has squashed his beefs more than Israel actually has, right? He had one with John Jones. He squashed that. He had one with Robert Whittaker. He squashed that. I know that he and Sean Strickland, they fixed whatever issue they had. He and Dricus Duplessis, they also talked it out, squashed whatever issue they had. Look, man, the way Israel is moving, man, that's like, I don't look up to fighters. I absolutely do not. But there's certain characteristics of people that I absolutely admire, and that is one of them. I don't like having conflict with people. I really don't. I don't go out of my way to have conflict with people either. 9 times out of 10, when I have conflict with somebody, they started that shit. They fucking started that shit. Like, 9 times out of 10. Even in this community, you know what I mean? Like, you can't find me one person that can say I started it. So, I always try to be cool with everybody. I try to remain friends. I try to at least remain acquaintances. Remain cool, because I don't like burning bridges. No, not anymore, bro. But, you know, not everybody wants to play a positive-sum game. A lot of people want to play zero-sum games. They want to play these status games. And status games are just horrible. They're terrible. I hate status games. I feel like at some point you got to just grow out of that, you know? There it is. There it is. Yeah, he's going to get stopped right here. He's going to get stopped right here. I told you. I told you. I told you. Yeah, it was from all those block counters. He kept like falling right into it. Like I said, man, it is high time everybody knows what the block counter is, man. It really is not that complicated. When you do that forward moving slip nonsense you guys like to do, immediately duck or pull, because the block counter is going to come if the person knows what they're doing. So there you have it. First fight. I don't like the way it ended, to be honest, but you know, it is. I was beating him up anyway, so I was whooping that tail. So that's fine by me. Next up, Israel. Let's go. Yeah, man, I have a lot of respect for the way Israel is moving right now, bro. Just I honestly, and what I find to be even more respect worthy is the fact that oh, this dude is pressuring hard. Holy crap. Back up. Body. Okay. Do 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 do. Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since somebody was putting this much genuine pressure on me. Look at this. Let's see if we can handle it. No. Alani, let's slow him down a little bit. Nope. Nope. You got it. Deny that. Boom. Boom. Pass the guard. There we go. Now, I know Israel is not a grappler, and I know I'm literally holding this guy down right now, but I need to send a message. The message is that, you know, it's not going to be easy to just grapple me. I need to send that message loud and clear. And then we'll just get back to what we're doing. But yeah, man, like, this is actually something that I wanted to make a whole entire video on, just because of how, like, just how much I admire Israel for that. Because it's very easy to squash things with someone when you win. You know what I mean? It's way easier. If I beat you up, right? It's way easier to say good fight after, you know, you're the guy that came out victorious. Because, like, yeah, you won. You've won the argument. So it's easy to shake hands and say, all right, let bygones be bygones. Which is, it's why I kind of always felt like it was kind of silly for Jon Jones to be insistent that DC should, like, you know, I guess be friends with him. I don't know. All right, standing us up. The Jon and DC one, it's way different. Like, you know, Jon Jones and DC, they had a ridiculously heated rivalry, bro. Like DC had genuine hatred for Jon. And a huge part of that was because he just did not feel like Jon Jones deserved the... He didn't feel like Jon deserved the opportunity and deserved the position that he had. Because Jon was not acting right? Jon Jones was like, you know, just making a bunch of mistakes over and over and over and over and over and over again. And Daniel Cormier is more of like family man, coach, you know, responsible, you know, all that stuff. So I can understand why he would not respect the way Jon was living his life. I get it. And not to mention, Jon beat him twice. Second time, knocked him out, and then failed a drug test. So stuff like that, it's kind of hard to tell the guy, all right, can we squash it? You know, I get it. I get why DC just does not really want to have anything to do with Jon Jones. That's understandable. I think Jon should just leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like, just stop trying. The guy is not interested. That's fine. Not everybody wants to be butt buddies. That's perfectly okay. But with Israel, you know, he lost all these matches. He lost to Dricus du Plessis. He lost to Sean Strickland. He lost to Poatan. Oh, I forgot Poatan. Oh yeah, they're hanging out now, hanging out at UFC events. You know, although he was the last, you know, he beat Alex the last time they fought, but he still lost to Alex multiple times. He lost to du Plessis, right? Got him. All right, let's try to end this fight in a dominant fashion. He lost to a lot of these guys. And then with Jon Jones, you know, like, you take a look at where Jon Jones is at in his career and where Israel is. You can say Jon's winning. You know, Jon's the current heavyweight champion. He's won 2 fights in the heavyweight division in dominant fashion. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Israel's on a losing streak. So, but... life's too short, and you realize that as you get older. It's just way too short, bro. It's way too short to be having all these random stupid beefs. So, and right now, bro, that's really how I'm living my life, dude. I have no interest in beefing with anybody, having conflict with anybody, because I want to play positive sum games, right? Positive sum game is everybody rises, everyone gets built up together. But when you play status games, when you play a status game, is a zero-sum game. Somebody has to lose for you to win. You know, a lot of people like playing games like that. But what usually happens is when you play status games, when you play zero-sum games are for sharks. Now, if you're a shark and you like swimming with other sharks where everybody just eats each other, okay, good for you, bro. Play your zero-sum game. Oh, shoot. Play your zero-sum game. How did this fight... Was I really that distracted? I mean, I know I wasn't locked in because I was talking, but like, I don't think I was that distracted for me to get like almost finished right there. What in the world was that? Oh, that was vulnerability. Okay. Yo, that's crazy. When you play zero-sum games, because, you know, you're eventually going to just find yourself surrounded by sharks. Surrounded by people who are doing the same crap that you're doing. And after a while, it will get tiring. After a while, you will hate that. After a while, you would want people that you can work with. People that, you know, people that will help you. People you can help. You'll need all that stuff. And you just realize that you've surrounded yourself with like-minded people. Sharks. And dude, I don't want to be a shark. I don't want to be around sharks. I have zero interest in that. So, I really, really respect Israel for that. I really do. This man just block counted me. Maybe I gotta lock in. Because he's like fighting surprisingly well right now that he's literally... Okay. No! Yo, this would be one of the greatest comebacks ever if this guy finds a way to beat me. But no. Let's get him out of here right now. Woo-wee, that was crazy, dude. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. But yeah, that is going to do it for this first one. This first one we're going to do just Israel and Carlos Ulberg. For the first two guys in City Kickboxing. Next up, we'll take a look at Dan Hooker. Then, of course, we can take a look at Kai Kara-France. And then if there's somebody else that I'm missing, forgetting, you guys definitely let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first one with City Kickboxing. For part 2, that should be the end of this one. So yeah, major thank you to every single one of you that is watching so far. I like doing these series just because it's fun. It gives me something to actually look forward to when I actually load up the game, as opposed to just loading up the game to play just to play. I don't, you know. So leave a like if you enjoyed it. Write City Kickboxing in the comment section below if you guys watch up until this point. And I will see you boys later with a brainy one. As always, stay safe, boys. Peace out. Have a good one.